Hey guys. I don't have too long. Okay. So, I received a broadcast from my antenna saying that there's a hunt underway. A hunt that which no man has ever seen. A hunt called Satoshi's treasure. It says here that we have to bind together in these tough times to find 1,000 missing fragments of this puzzle. And with only 400 of these missing fragments, are we able to solve and put together the key, the mile-long key, which we need to access the treasure, the wallet. No one man can do this. He needs an army. Can't talk much longer. I think they're on. We need to come together these times to find the treasure. They're coming. Put your hands up!
Hey guys, what's up? It's Ben, your host with the most. Just kidding. I hope you guys like the intro. I mean, if you're not being weird, what sets you apart from every other crypto YouTuber who does this exact same setup, exact same videos covering the news? I gotta be different. So I'm doing the skits. So I hope you guys liked it. But today we're talking about something very exciting. So we're talking about something called Satoshi's treasure. I don't see many YouTubers covering this thing. So what exactly is Satoshi's treasure? It's an alternative reality type game in which people seek out a private key. The catch is using a technique called Shamir's secret sharing. The private key was split into 1,000 fragments. You're going to need at least 400 of these out of the 1,000 fragments to reconstruct the private key to have access to the treasure. And what's the treasure? It's a Bitcoin wallet with 200 Bitcoin, roughly $1 million US. The fragments will be attained by solving puzzles and riddles on the internet. It's going to be very similar to ARG games such as Cicadia 3301 and a lot of like internet problem solving, cryptography, and the fun stuff. In addition, it was stated in a podcast with @WeedPond, the endorser, how I understand it, that 20 to 30% of the fragments are going to be hidden in real life. So what exactly is this Satoshi's treasure? Well, first things first, we know that 3 out of the 100 keys have been found. There's a broadcast given out on the blockchain satellite network stating the geocodes of the first 3 fragments and the time that you can find them. The first one was discovered at Times Square, New York, around noon on April 16th. The second and third one were actually brute forced by a guy on Twitter named John Cantrell. This is him right here. So he was able to brute force his way through the website. I kind of read it, but I don't understand too much about cryptography and coding. So I will link his GitHub report and how he did this. I will link this in the description below. So if you want to read a little bit more about that. What else do we know as of right now about this Satoshi's treasure? Well, additionally, WeedPond, the endorser of this product, stated that there's going to be an app coming out in the next few days that is basically able to confirm that you have an authentic key, so you're able to bind together and create a team without necessarily having to show the entire key. This creates a sense of trust, and also it allows you to join teams and determine what team or clan or group you want to bind with in order to get the 400 fragments. This encourages the teams to really come together and form an alliance in order to solve this problem of attaining 400 of the fragments. Something interesting to note that on the very first fragment and the second and the third, at the page where it basically states the key to unlock, once you have 400 keys, you enter this key along with a password, and then you can unlock and reveal the private key. But basically on the page, it said a really unique poem, and no one's figured it out yet. I'm believing there's going to be something hidden, or it's noting or referring to something else in the future. But on the first poem, it says, "Oh yes, I remember the key. Finding it wasn't the problem. It lay in plain sight. The challenge was moving it, a key a kilometer long. A cruel joke, and you should have seen the lock. M. Basil. Interviews with great hunters." And, you know, I'm guessing it's a riddle. I'm guessing there's hidden hints in there. I haven't solved too much about it, but when they say a key a kilometer long, I'm believing they're referring to the fragments of the code or of the private key, because there's 1,000 fragments and a kilometer is 1,000 meters, so it could be a connection. And I believe what they're referring to is finding the keys isn't going to be the problem, but it's going to be how we unlock it and we move it. And once we unlock the funds, how are we going to distribute them? So I feel like they're hinting at something along those lines. The second one, I believe it could be an extension, but I'm not entirely sure. So the poems are identical on the second and the third fragment page, and it basically states this: "The answer lies in your heart, the clue set. A metaphor we all thought, but no. There it was, inside my left ventricle, embroidered neatly in superfine polymer. That's when I realized we're dealing with rift technology. That's when I got scared. Agnes von Seller, The Forgotten Hunt, and oral history." So, honestly, we don't have too much to go over. We don't have too much information because it's really new. Apparently, from my understanding, we're going to be giving clues from the website. On the website, there is a mailing list and phone number you can sign up for. And in the podcast, he did state that if you do sign up for these, you will be emailed hints. Additionally, if you do provide your phone number, I know a lot of people might not, just because it could be a security issue. They're going to provide greater clues because they can provide more local clues using area codes and all that fun stuff. So, what else do we know? Well, there is a wiki on Satoshi's hunt that's basically keeping track of the background of this, the prize, the hunt. We do have a list of the keys so far. So we do have the Jade key, the Bismuth key, and the Manmore's key. And if we click on this, we can see right here, this is what the key fragment page looks like. And we can see that for the third and the second one, they're both identical poems. And then for the first one, it's just a little different. This was the QR code that was found in Times Square, that you scan this and then you entered the password orbital and you got to this page. Other than that, all links for everything I reference will be in the description. But how can you help? Well, I am in a Discord where we're actively trying to solve things. So we're actively looking for hints, clues, leads. We've a couple dead ends so far. We've done some digging into some of these kind of leads. I don't know. But basically, we were seeing that they stated in the second hint that we were dealing with nanotechnology or rift technology. And basically, if we look up Rift Tech and we looked at the design of the building, it kind of looked like a heart. And if you go to the website, right here, it kind of looks like a heart. So we thought they could be referring to something about it, but it turns out we got on Google Street View and it was a private gated place. So can't really get into that. There was also another lead on this 4chan image. It was posted to 4chan on Biz, and it was by Anon. It was basically just saying, like, good luck. You could be the one to solve this, Anon. And I did some searching, and I found the original file and this file. So let's refer to the original one off Reddit, same size, same everything as the Virgin file, and then this one off 4chan. There is a size difference in the picture. I'm not too sure if that means anything. I was looking into steganography, couldn't find anything. It required a password. I don't know how to crack a password. I'm new to this. But yeah, that's all we know of as of right now. Other than that, I'm going to be covering this actively. I'm going to be telling you guys if we have any leads. I'll be updating you guys. I'll be your drama alert. I will cover this for you. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching. Have a good I can't talk. Have a good day. Like and subscribe. Peace.